Why did you make a V? Peace.
That's exactly why. Peace sign. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. I wanted to pop on and ask you guys just a couple quick questions, just kind of like a little poll, and to see what you guys want next from me. So, hey Mad Feathers. Hey, BOBBIELYN. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sky. Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, I wanted to welcome you to the channel. I saw your comment on the last video about being new here and being happy that you found people that are on MAT. So I just wanted to let you know, welcome to the family. Here at Real Talk Recovery, we support multiple pathways to recovery, but I'm currently utilizing Suboxone, and I'm on a taper program. I'm down to 2 milligrams, but my whole channel is geared towards supporting addicts and alcoholics who are utilizing maintenance medication and helping them to not feel so alone. So I hope that this channel helps you. I hope you enjoy it because it really means a lot to me. Haley. Cool. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Tony. So, sorry guys, I'm just... Okay, so enough of this eyebrow stuff. Okay, this is a question I want to ask you guys. Hey, Leonard, you need to do an interview with Successful Convicts. You need to have him on your channel. He's on Instagram under Successful Convicts, for those of you guys that don't know. I really had a blast talking to him. Sometimes I don't know how the interviews are going to go. And I always kind of get a little bit nervous at first, especially when I'm having a man on the channel. And it just went great. I just really enjoyed talking with him. And you know what, you guys? Like, that's the reality of addiction. I mean, drug addiction can be, you know, selling drugs, doing drugs, stealing, lying. I mean, all these things you could be addicted to, right? Yeah, he's super cool, super sweet. So, okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed lately, you men probably won't care, but the women will. I have changed up my makeup, and I'm not wearing foundation anymore. I'm just doing like spot concealing, and then I'm using all cream products. Like everything on my face right now is cream bronzer, cream blush, all that stuff. And so it gives my face like this fresh, kind of glowy, like youthful dew. And I wanted to know if any of you ladies would like me to record like how I do my makeup video, like pre-record it, and put that out. And of course, like while I'm doing my makeup, I'll talk about recovery, but I just want to see if that was something you guys want to see.
What are you doing?
And
what? Is it
you
your
guys,
makeup?
yeah. Oh, thanks, Sky. I ordered some amazing cream blushes off Amazon, you guys. And when they're just so pretty. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with cream blush right now. It makes your cheeks look glowy and just rosy and just, oh, I love it. Anyway, for those of you guys that are new to my channel, I have a series that I'm putting out once a week, and it's called Addicted to Crime.
Addicted to crime?
Yep. Addicted to Crime. And what it is, it's where we talk about a true crime case where the person that committed the crime was under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
What do you mean?
I gotta take that out of my mouth. It's driving me crazy. So, one of my girls, Missa, has been sending me like all these awesome links to true crime cases and cases where the people that are using that do stuff are getting high. And so that's what we're going to do. I have that coming next week. And then I also have reading my diary from when I was in active addiction. So I don't know if you guys know that, but you can go into my playlists, and I have a playlist with all my diary reading.
Diary reading.
Nathaniel, hush. With all my diary reading videos. I have a playlist with all the true crime videos. I have a playlist with the Mara meetings. I have a playlist with all of our interviews that we've ever done on this channel. I've got like 30 interviews, you guys. And I'm trying to organize the channel to where you guys can find stuff better. But like, we talk about recovery from addiction. We help people get sober. That's what we're doing over here. We support people that are on maintenance medication. We don't judge anybody. But like this year, I have really wanted to start like adding different stuff into the channel to make it more fun and to make it more of like what I like to do, you know? And so that's why I've been reading out of my diary. So, and this is like, so the last video we did, I read out of my diary and I shared some stuff that happened with me and my husband 5 years ago when we were in our active addiction. And I got so much hate for sharing on that video what happened when we were in our addiction.
So much this.
Nathaniel,
What?
be quiet. I got a lot of hate, you guys, for some stuff that I shared on that video that happened years ago. In fact, let me leave this room because there's a little parrot in here and he's going to repeat everything I say. Say hi, little parrot.
No, they have to look at my face and
They see you, little parrot. We've been locked in this house all day.
something to my face to them.
Okay, go ahead. Here, right here, Nate. Come here. Okay. All right, now go play in your room. Okay? Don't be eavesdropping on my conversation, boy. Okay, let me tell y'all. So in that video, I had shared about me and my husband being physically abusive to each other. And so I want you guys to understand, like, sit down right here. I got a stool. Sorry. It's never okay to get to abuse your spouse, okay, man or woman. But my whole purpose for sharing these diaries with you guys is not because I haven't read these diaries since I wrote them back when I was in my addiction, okay? So this was 2014, a year before my son got taken away from me. All right. And so when December 18th, 2014. Okay. So when I was reading this to you guys, it's not because I was like, oh yeah, I think this is so funny, blah, 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 blah. It's because I'm trying to share with you guys what it was like when I was in my active addiction. I'm trying to show people that, you know, you don't want to live this way, you know? You don't want to take the road that I took. And so me and my husband, we would get physical with each other. And this is before we were married. We were just boyfriend and girlfriend. And it was because of our addiction. And so if you haven't ever been in active addiction, you'll never understand. But when you're actively using drugs and you and your spouse or significant other are both getting high, you do shit you would never do ever when you're sober. Okay? So my husband is not somebody who beats me. He's never hit me since we got into that physical altercation 5.5 years ago. And when that physical altercation happened, you know, I'm not making excuses for him. He should have never touched me, but I should have never touched him. I jumped on top of his ass and started busting him in the head. That is what I would do when I was high. I would go after him. Okay. I would go after him and jump on him and wail on him and all kinds of shit, pull his hair. And so I was just as much in the wrong as he was. You know, him holding me down by my neck and trying to restrain me is because I was going buck wild crazy. Okay. My husband has never struck me, you know, he's never done anything like that. Now, I was in a relationship for 6 years with a guy who did punch me in my face. bounce my head off the concrete, okay? Pull my hair out of my head by the chunks, shove items of food in my eyeball, okay? I have had this guy light me with cigarette lighters, burn me with cigarette lighters, okay? I have had him basically try to shove shit in my face from the ground, okay? Like this dude that I was with before I met my husband was he used to abuse me every day. It was bad. He used to beat me, okay? So press the square on your Brooklyn, press the square on the bottom right of your phone, and it'll open the phone up so you can see my face, okay? So I just want you guys to know that I would never ever say it's okay for anyone, you know, to hurt each other, okay? And I love my husband more than life itself, and he's such a good man. He works 70 plus hours a week to take care of me and my son, and he treats me like a queen, y'all. And I'm so grateful for that. So I just wanted to talk with y'all about that. So I'll be uploading a video of the next diary reading this week also. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So we got a true crime video coming out. We have a reading my journal / diary. And then we also have me reading letters that I wrote my husband while I was in treatment. So you're getting to see what I'm like now in my sobriety. You're getting to hear like what it was like whenever I was sober in treatment and scared for my life. And you're also getting to hear what it was like when I was in active addiction. So you're getting to hear all sides of the perspective from when I was in that situation. I'm reading to you guys what I was thinking in my mind when I was high, when I was sober, and what I'm like now. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it when I was getting these comments of people like acting like I was saying it was okay for my husband to put hands on me. You know, like it's never okay for anyone to put hands on anyone. And I'm not making excuses for anyone, but I'm trying to explain that like it's not it was always because I was very highly aggressive when I would get fucked up, you guys. And so I would get really high, and then I would yes, and it's green-eyed cat. When I read these diaries, when I was reading this diary last time, and I was reading how I was justifying going out and getting high behind my husband's back, and then coming home and trying to blame him and say, well, you should have done this and you should have done that. It's like I can't even. I look at the way I used to write, and what I used to think in my mind, and my perception was so fucked up. Like, I really thought that I was in the right. I thought that I was doing nothing wrong. I was like, if he's going out and getting high, then I'm going to go out and get high, and I believed that I was doing nothing wrong. And it just, y'all, my perception when I was in active addiction was so fucked. So fucked. So anyway, those 3 videos you have this week that are going to be, videos that are not like us having a meeting or having an interview. You'll get a crime video, a diary video, and a rehab letters video. What's up, Save Robbie? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I need to get you on the channel to do an interview too. We get it, girl. Those of us that know you totally understand your intentions. Yeah, and sometimes I feel like people might come in and they don't give me a chance. They don't sit and get to know me and listen. or talk about anything with me. They just come in here and they start automatically like assuming things. Like, I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at today, you guys. Like, I don't take anything for granted. I'm so thankful and grateful and blessed to be alive. I know that I was a hot mess express when I was in my addiction. I know that the things that I was doing were wrong. And I can't change those things. The only thing I can do now is keep doing the right thing and helping other people, and try to make right what I did do wrong in the past, you know? Like today when we were talking with successful convicts, and we were talking about how, you know, when I was in my addiction, I would go to any lengths to get the drugs, you guys. Hey Jessica, thank you. Welcome to the channel, girl. I would go so far to get drugs. I would do anything. You could not, there was no way you could stop me. If I needed to get high, I was on a mission, and there was nothing going to come in between me and my dope. Like I was telling him, I would go and walk across hot coals. I would literally step on needles. Okay. I would go to any lengths to get drugs. And Franny, no, I don't get high now and again. You absolutely do not. If you're an addict, you don't need to do it. Okay. If you're an addict, you don't use drugs now and then. Okay. Unless you want to die. Okay. Because drugs and alcohol will take you down through there. If you're a real addict, you can't use drugs and alcohol every now and then. Okay. It's life or death. I know some people might think it's a joke, and some people might not take it as seriously as I do, but it's very serious, because one time, all it takes is one time. All it takes is one dealer selling you some pills that are pressed with fentanyl. All it takes is you copying dope and getting arrested for possession. All it takes is you getting behind the wheel of a car and driving drunk or high and having an accident and killing someone else or yourself. Now that we're sober, we care more about ourselves now, and we value human life, and we don't want to risk our lives to get high for a temporary fix, because that's all that getting high does. Is it's a temporary relief for a permanent problem. It's a problem that's going to be there until you actually work on it, you know? And it will be permanent if you don't address it. So, you know, it's not like drugs will take everything from you. Okay. And you will never, it will be so quickly that you'll wake up one day and you'll go, what happened? How did I get here? I know that it all started out as fun and games, you guys. Okay. I was getting high with my friends in high school. I graduated. I started going to college. I was getting high in college, thinking I could get my degree and get high and study more. And no, you know what happened? Hey, Thomas, I couldn't study because I couldn't sleep. I stayed up all night around the clock, and I ended up dropping out of college, you know? Now, when you have a prescription for medication, Franny, as long as you're not abusing that medication and you're taking it as prescribed, that's a totally different situation. Okay. But there are people who get prescribed medications and they abuse them. Okay. And that's what you have to do. You have to ask yourself, am I taking this medication to change the way I feel? Am I taking this medication to escape reality? You know what I'm saying? Am I taking this medication because I want to get high? Or am I using it because I need to have it to live, to function? Some people have chronic pain and they can't get through the day without taking a medication. And let me just tell you, those people that I understand that. Now, there are some people that have chronic pain. They get on medications, and then their dependency to the medication ends up turning into an addiction. Okay. It ends up turning into addiction because what happens is they're dependent on their medication, and then the medication, it either stops working, so they start taking more. Okay, I see that happen a lot. I see a lot of people with chronic pain. They get to a point where they're taking more and more and more and more until they've topped out at the highest dose amount they can get. And then what happens is their doctors, right? Their doctors are like, well, I can't take you any higher than this. And then that's how this, honestly, I think that's how Hey Liz, thanks girl. I wouldn't even know how to begin writing a book. But you know what? I have a girlfriend that wrote a book. Her book is called God. I know y'all know who she is. Her name's Amanda. She has Addict Chick. She wrote a book, and then I have another guy that I did an interview with. His name is Andrew, and he wrote a book all about his addiction. And yeah, I guess I could write a book. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Maybe I should try doing that. Yeah, you know what? I might do that. Would y'all buy it if I wrote it? But I've been working with a couple people trying to get a couple of kids to make the commitment to going into treatment, you guys. And what I've been noticing a lot lately is that when we get stuck in that loop, that cycle, that vicious cycle of active addiction, sometimes we think or we see things. All the time we see things from a broken perspective. Okay, we see things from backwards. Okay, and I talk to a lot of people who they think that they don't need help. You know what I mean? They think that what they're doing is okay and that they'll be all right. And it's not okay. It's not going to be all right. Like if you're fucking smoking meth, then you need to get help. You know what I mean? If you're abusing painkillers or abusing Xanaxes, you need to get help. Before it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until, you're starting to buy drugs off the street and you're destitute and you have no way of getting help, But I guess that's kind of what happens is when you are actively using, it's almost like you have to go through this progression, right? You have to go through this progression of it's starting out where it's all fun and games and you kind of like can take it or leave it, right? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Remember whenever you were getting high? How many of you guys, when you first started getting high, you could take it or leave it? You could go and buy some dope and then do it for the weekend and then never do it again, or not do it again for like a month. And you wouldn't have that obsession in your mind, right? But then as you continued on, sorry, my neck is killing me. As you continued on using, it got more frequent, okay? And like we were talking about last night, you cross over this imaginary line where you're no longer using just because you want to. It's almost like you can't not use, Yeah, addiction's so crazy, you guys. It's crazy. I had blocked out a lot of the stuff that happened when me and Neil had my son. I had blocked out the things that I did when I was in active addiction, after I had my son. Sam, I know, me too. That's right. Hey, and here's the thing. So when me and Neil were in our active addiction, it had gotten really, really bad. It had gotten to the point where we were both injecting methamphetamine and oxy. And I was pregnant and I gave birth to my son and I was under the influence of methamphetamine. And just by the skin of my teeth, I made it out of the hospital and my son came home with me. Don't ask me how. Do not ask me how CPS didn't come that day and take him away because I have no idea. The only thing I can tell you guys is that I slipped through the cracks. It was a miracle. They forgot about me or they didn't test me or something happened. It was July 4th because my son was born on a July 4th on a holiday. And I think they were just so busy, and there was so many people that wanted to get out and go do 4th of July, right? That I slipped through the cracks. And my son came home with me, and from about July, August, September, October, I stayed sober, straight white knuckling it. Okay, straight white knuckling it. I mean, I was like so ready to go out and relapse, but then I knew I had this little baby that was depending on me for everything. And well, I thought, if I do this, you know, I'm gonna, I could lose my son, you know. And so I tried so hard to stay sober, you know, and I just fell off. I fell off, and I remember going to the doctor to get help because I was really struggling with postpartum depression. And I was like, I need help, you know. I need help because I'm having these thoughts in my mind, and I don't know what to do. And so I went to the doctor, and they put me on Lexapro, right? And I got on Lexapro, and I thought, okay, it's going to be all right now. But I didn't address my addiction. I didn't say I need help because I'm an addict. I said I need help because I have postpartum depression. And so I didn't start working on anything. And shortly after I got put on Lexapro, I relapsed. And that's when all hell broke loose. And when I relapsed, you guys, I got so bad straight away. I straight away started injecting meth. I straight away started injecting oxy. And then I straight away started leaving my home and leaving my son with my husband and not coming home for days. For days. I would go off and I would stay out at my friend's house getting high all night long. And I was talking about this with Neil the other day, and I remember like being up and had been up for days and having to take care of Nathaniel and change his diaper and just being so tired and feeling so guilty because I knew what I was doing was wrong. And but not knowing how to get help, not knowing who to reach out to, you know. When I was on methamphetamine, did I remember where I was at? I mean, I always knew where I was at except for when I would go into hallucinations. Now, there were several times when I would go into these psychotic, almost like disconnecting from my body, and it was like I would be on the outside of my body looking at myself, high as hell. And I don't know how else to explain it, that I would disconnect from myself, and I would be wandering around out of wherever I was at. I would be wandering around outside, and then honestly, you guys, it's probably about 5 times I was wandering around outside and the police found me and they took me to the hospital, you know. And the last time I got taken to the hospital while I was wandering around outside, I actually went into that coma for 7 days. And there's so many things that I need to tell you guys that I don't think you guys know because there's so many of y'all that are new to my channel. I've told all these stories so many times when I first started my channel, but there's over 1,000 videos on my channel. So if you go back, you'll be able to find them. But I need to retell my whole story because last year I made a 4-part series, and it was all about my life when I was a kid, my life when I got to be a teenager, my life in my early 20s in active addiction, my life when I met Neil in my 30s, and now. And so I went through and told the whole progression as my disease of addiction grew from when I was a teenager to, you know, now. And it was a 4-part series, but the quality of the video is so shitty. So I need to re-record it, you know. I really do, so that way it'll be better quality. But some of the stories are funny, you know. Some of the things I look back on them and I can't help but laugh. Like, I was going to tell today when we were doing the video, there's times where dealers have sold me fake dope, and before they could drive out of the driveway, I was on top of the hood of their car, y'all, holding on for dear life, telling them if they didn't pull over, then I wasn't letting go. They better give me my motherfucking dope. You know, like, I was so crazy. Because I would go to any length to get high. Whew, those days are gone and over, though. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all, I thank God every single day that I'm alive. Every single day. Okay? Because I put myself in I pulled guns on people. Okay? I've done stupid shit that could have got me killed straight up. Okay? Because when I would get high, it was like I had balls of steel. Okay, when I got high, you couldn't fuck with me. I was untouchable. All right, I was 7 feet tall and 400 pounds, could whoop anybody, you know. And really, all I was 5'4", 110 pounds, looking like Skeletor. Yeah, Liz. And, you know, I had never ever seen or held a gun until I met my husband. And my husband loves guns, you guys. And so when I met him, he taught me how to shoot, took me to the shooting range and all this stuff. And so we would get ourselves into predicaments. And, you know, me being the little gangster I am, I'd go straight to the truck and grab his gun. Stupid. And that's the stupid shit I would do, you know. I'm not proud of that, but those were the decisions I made when I was out of my mind in my addiction. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys for a little bit and just let you all know what we have going on for the next week, and ask you guys if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about or make a video about. You know, I want to make sure that I'm making content that you guys need and that helps you with your recovery. Hey, Daniel. You know, if I'm doing too much stuff that's not like helpful, let me know. You know, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. Liz, thanks, girl. I will. You're so. I get me some. You know, I like pistachio. Oh, Sam, thanks, girl. You can do it too, sis. You can do it too. You're gonna learn to share just like me, Sam, because you're gonna have to spread the message whenever you get through your 12 steps. So be ready, sis. You ain't gonna be getting out the easy way. Hey, Rosie. I really, you know what I should do? Who all follows me on Instagram? You really green-eyed cat? I guess I should do that. I don't know how to. I guess I just go on my computer and start typing, huh? Oh, Lord. I have so many, like, just my childhood. I have so many stories. And listen to me, what me and Nate did today. When I was a little girl, me and my sisters weren't allowed to listen to secular music. My mom was really, really involved in Pentecostal church, so me and my sisters couldn't listen to anything but like gospel music and the oldies from like the 50s. So what we would do is when my parents weren't home, or when they were like not around or something, in the other room or something, we would turn on MTV and we would listen to Michael Jackson. And so for those of you guys that don't know, I can do the whole Michael Jackson Beat It dance. 5, 6, 7, 8. Beat it. Beat it. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, I can do the Michael Jackson dance. And I can do all kinds of dances and stuff. That really, really, when I was like younger, man, I could do it. I could shake something. So, me and my sisters would watch Michael Jackson, right? So today, me and my little boy, we were watching Thriller, we were watching Beat It, we were watching Smooth Criminal, and we were doing the moonwalk. Y'all, we were having so much fun. And I was sitting there, like, watching the videos and listening to all this stuff with my son, and we were just, I was thinking about how when I was a kid and how me and my sisters used to do that and how cool we thought Michael Jackson was. And so I really, really want to get back into like dancing, and like I want my son to do it with me, and I think we would have so much fun. So that's what we were doing today. I'm telling y'all, I could shake something. Oh yeah, Liz, we got, look at me. The moderators up in my chat, they don't fucking play. Because it's like people come in and they just say stuff out off the wall, but then there's people that come in and they're straight up disrespectful. So we just don't fuck around. Hey, more smoke. Oh, day 5, no pain pills. I know you do. I know you do, man. I know you do. It's hard. It's hard. You know, take your time. Just try to relax. Try to drink plenty of water. You know, stay hydrated. Did you call your doctor to see if they could call you in any meds or comfort meds to help with the withdrawal? Whenever, you know, here's the thing. I have to tell y'all. When I get off Suboxone, when I jump off, I'm going to have a whole fucking team around me because I'm going to need every bit of support, you know? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Ugh. Hey, thanks, Liz. Just weed. Well, I hope you know, you can always get on like a blood pressure medicine. I mean, that'll help calm you down a little bit or something like that. I don't know. I know that whenever you go to like detox or something, they'll give you Librium and then clonidine. But you can do it. You keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't give up.
Mom,
You're finally hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have a hug? Chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets! Chicken nuggets!
Stop. Do that one more time.
Do it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 6.
Are you videoing?
5, 6, yes. 5, 6, 7, 8.
What? I was trying to run. Let me do that again. Watch me run, guys, on Mom.
Go.
Oh, my. One more.
One more.
Little karate.
Hiya!
One more karate trick.
Okay. Hiya! Okay, guys.
I'm gonna blind your ears now.
Okay, yeah. What I was going to tell you guys is I'm going to put a poll or something on IG and like ask y'all what stuff y'all want from like next videos or something. Woo! Hey Tyler, what's up, bub?
Lego.
Just flipping my son up in the air. What are you doing?
This is what it looks like.
What?
This is the flipping sun up in the air.
Okay, come on.
What
5, 6, 7, 8. Hiya! Hiya! Okay, I'm gonna go cook him some dinner. I love you guys. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm gonna be on Sober James's channel, so y'all better be there. Support me.
Wait, one.
Tell him, Nate.
You guys are gonna get hit in the
No.
face if you don't.
Don't do that. Tell him, say subscribe.
Subscribe. No, you guys are dead.
Sorry, guys. I love y'all. I'll see you later. See y'all tomorrow.
You guys, that's what I did.
You're so silly.